What happens when one of Hollywood's greatest icons sits down for what should be an easy morning chat, only for the hosts to push him too far? The tension in the room was so thick you could feel it, and what happened next left everyone stunned. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe and drop your thoughts in the comments below. You'll want to share your opinion on this one. Kevin Costner walks onto the set of Today with Jenna and her co-hosts, smiling and ready to talk about his new movie. The audience is buzzing, and after all, it's Kevin Costner. The man's a legend. Jenna Bush Hager welcomes him warmly. "Kevin, we're thrilled to have you this morning." "We've been waiting for this all week," Kevin smiles back. "Thanks for having me." "It's great to be here." Hoda Kop jumps in. "Let's talk about your new project. You've been working on this for years. What can you share with us?" Kevin leans forward, clearly enthusiastic. "It's a story about family, legacy, and the choices that shape us." "I've put everything into it." Jenna smiles, but her tone shifts. "Interesting, because we've heard about some production problems, reports of budget issues." Kevin's expression changes slightly. "Every movie has challenges. That's part of the process, but I'm proud of what we accomplished." Hoda doesn't stop there. "Some crew members said the working conditions were rough. How do you respond?" The energy in the studio tightens. Kevin sits back. "Everyone was treated with respect. We kept a professional environment." "I don't know where that's coming from." Jenna leans in, voice steady. "Kevin, we actually spoke with some people from your set. They mentioned long hours and said you were demanding." Kevin's jaw tightens. "I've been doing this a long time. I expect professionalism." "That's not being difficult. That's doing the job right." The third co-host chimes in. "But when does that cross the line?" "Some would call that toxic." Kevin raises a hand. "Toxic? That's a serious accusation and completely false. Words like that can ruin reputations." Hoda adds, "We're just asking questions our viewers are curious about. There's also been talk about your divorce affecting production." Kevin's face darkens. "My personal life has nothing to do with my work. That's crossing a line." Jenna continues, "But it all happened around the same time, didn't it? The delays, the budget problems." Kevin shakes his head. "I came here to talk about my film, not to deal with tabloid gossip." Hoda tries to sound calm. "We're not ambushing you, Kevin. These are real concerns." Kevin's tone hardens. "No, you're presenting rumors as facts. That's not journalism. That's gossip." The room goes quiet. Jenna presses again. "We've spoken to people who worked on your movie. Are you saying they're all lying?" Kevin's eyes narrow. "I'm saying you don't know the full story. Filmmaking is hard work. Some people can't handle that and complain later. But the ones who stayed, they know what we achieved." Hoda shifts in her chair. "Let's talk money." "Reports say your company could take heavy losses." Kevin's voice rises. "My finances are none of your concern." "Is this an interview or an interrogation?" Jenna tries to sound reasonable. "We just want to understand how someone with your success ends up in this position." Kevin cuts in sharply. "No, you want a scandal. You brought me here under false pretenses." Hoda shakes her head. "We're having an honest conversation." Kevin laughs bitterly. "Honest? You bring up my divorce and call me toxic. That's not honesty." The third co-host says, "Kevin, people expect us to ask hard questions." Kevin leans forward. "Hard questions are fine, but this is an ambush, plain and simple. I expected fairness, not a setup." Jenna glances at her notes. "We're giving you the chance to respond." Kevin shakes his head. "Anonymous sources, but how convenient. Anyone can say anything without proof." Hoda tries to redirect. "You've had an amazing career. Dances with Wolves, The Bodyguard." "So hearing this is surprising." Kevin's tone is cold. "You're not surprised. You're chasing a headline. You already have your narrative." Jenna flips through her cards. "Some actors said their roles were cut down." Kevin looks annoyed. "That happens in every movie. It's called editing." The co-host adds, "But several said the same thing. Isn't that a pattern?" Kevin points toward him. "You found a few upset people and built a whole story around them. Hundreds worked on this film. You're focusing on a few complaints." Hoda says softly, "Being a leader means taking responsibility when things don't go right." Kevin's reply is sharp. "I take responsibility for my work, not for your poor reporting." Jenna adds, "There's also talk about a co-star refusing reshoots." Kevin sighs. Creative differences happen in every project. That's not news, Hoda responds, but they spoke publicly. Kevin shakes his head. Then they should have talked to me instead of tabloids. That's what professionals do. The co-host interrupts. Is it gossip if it's true? Kevin glares. You've already decided it's true. This isn't a discussion and it's a setup. Jenna insists. We've given you time to explain. Kevin replies, you keep throwing out accusations. That's not fair. Hoda glances at her phone and reads, working with Kevin was one of the hardest experiences of my career. Kevin's anger flashes. Who said that? Name them. Jenna shakes her head. We promised confidentiality. Kevin stands. Of course you did. That way I can't respond. You want your headline, not the truth. The audience is silent. Hoda pleads, Kevin, please sit down. Kevin stays standing. No, you wanted your viral moment. You've got it. Jenna stands too. We're just asking questions. Kevin's voice is steady. You're not asking. You're accusing, and I'm done. The third co-host says, we have a duty to our viewers to ask tough questions. Kevin nods slowly. Ask yes. Attack no. This isn't journalism. It's entertainment disguised as truth. Jenna reaches out. Kevin, let's start fresh. Kevin shakes his head. Too late. You made your choice. The co-host warns, you can't just walk out. This is live TV. Kevin looks back coldly. Watch me. I've worked with real journalists. This is tabloid theater. Jenna says, if you leave, it'll look bad. Kevin stops. Let them think what they want. I know who I am. My work speaks louder than this nonsense. The co-host calls out, walking away makes you look guilty. Kevin turns around. Your mistake was turning this into an ambush. You lost credibility today. Hoda says, we're asking what people want to know. Kevin lowers his tone. No, you're creating drama for clicks. Jenna insists, we respect you, Kevin. Kevin nods slowly. Then you should have treated me that way. The co-host says, legacy doesn't excuse bad behavior. Kevin's eyes flash. I've never treated people badly. I expect effort and care. That's not abuse. Hoda pleads. Then explain that to our viewers. Kevin shakes his head. No point. You've already made up your minds. Jenna looks at the camera. Our viewers deserve the full story. Kevin looks there too. If you've watched my films, you already know my story. Don't let gossip rewrite it. The co-host mutters. This was journalism. Kevin replies, keep telling yourself that. Hoda steps forward. Kevin, please stay. Talk about your movie. Kevin sighs. You had your chance. You threw it away for views. Jenna's voice shakes. Millions are watching. You'll just leave? Kevin replies calmly. I'm not walking out on them. I'm walking out on you. The co-host mocks, running away from hard questions. Kevin stops. I've answered everything. You just don't like my answers. Hoda whispers. We wanted honesty. Kevin says coldly, then you should have asked honest questions. Jenna tries one last time. Just 5 more minutes. Kevin walks away. It's already over. You chose controversy over conversation. The co-host calls out, our credibility is fine. Kevin doesn't turn back. We'll see about that, Hoda says quietly. You're being unreasonable. Kevin turns. I came here in good faith. You ambushed me, and I'm the unreasonable one? Jenna's voice trembles. We had to ask. Kevin's voice softens slightly. No, you chose to, and now you live with that choice. The co-host signals a break, but Kevin shakes his head. I won't be here when you come back. He removes his mic and hands it to a crew member. This wasn't an interview. It was personal. I won't stand for it. Hoda whispers, please don't go. Kevin looks at the hosts with calm disappointment. You made this impossible. When you watch this back, you'll see who wanted a real talk and who wanted a spectacle. Kevin Costner walks off the set, leaving 3 stunned hosts, a silent audience, and millions watching one of the most shocking walkouts in TV history. The camera lingers on his empty chair as the hosts look at each other in disbelief. What should have been a friendly interview turned into a lesson in how chasing viral moments has replaced real conversation. Was Kevin right to walk away, or should he have stayed? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more unbelievable stories like this one.